you see me now? Picture me rolling, my nigga. Can you see me now? You gon' remember my name. Can you see me now? Picture me rolling, my nigga. Can you see me now? You gon' remember my name.
Yeah, what up, though?
What up, though? I'm Sick Detroit Kwame, man. We in the building, man.
You know what time it is?
Jungle Juice.
It's your man Rick the Wolff, man. You already know it's the Howling Wolff Show, and we got a bonus episode, man, with a special guest here today. You know what time it is. Give me that follow on Howling Wolff. That's WOLFF, 2 F's, because if you ain't fucking with me, you already fucked yourself twice. Now, we got Big EJAY, one of the OGs, one of the hottest producers in the game, man, came to bless us. Definitely. So we had to drop a bonus episode. I know you thought the season was over. I know you thought the finale was all we had left, man. But blessings keep coming, dog. So, EJAY, man, my man, thank you for coming through, bro, showing us some love.
My dog. Appreciate you.
Man, so, bro, you've been heating up the streets, bro. I've been so excited to connect with you, bro, because I seen you drop that website a few weeks ago, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And it's hot on the streets, and I think it's something that's going to change the game. Can you kind of speak to what that is and introduce it to the public that might not be hip to the game yet?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. And, yeah, this website that I just dropped, EJBeats.com, this is actually just a revamp of an old website that I had already. That one, you know, I didn't update that for a while. I just basically let that one kind of die down. So what I did, you know, I put all new content on the new website, and I re-released it. And once I re-released it, I kind of pushed it out there like it was something brand new instead of a revamp. So I've been getting calls like, damn, you just dropped the website, you did it. I'm like, a lot of people that know already know, you know what I'm saying?
No,
but
for sure.
The people that don't know, yeah, it's brand new. You know what I'm saying?
I think it is a lot of people out here that don't know, because people just venturing out into the game for the first time, because a lot of time we was telling ourselves that it was beyond our reach and stuff, and a lot of people are getting that courage to get out there in the game and like really discovering it for the first time. You feel me? Yeah. Because Detroit is the shit right now, and we coming up, and I think that's why people are paying more attention, even though it was there. It's like the attention is new. You feel me?
Oh, for real, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. And not too many people doing that website, on that website wave either. You know, it's a lot of people that be on different platforms, selling beats or whatever, you know. But a lot of people don't got their own, you know what I'm saying, their own place. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I just wanted to tap into that lane and introduce that to, you know, other producers too, because there's a lot of producers that's asking me, like, how you do that? How you get a website? Mm-hmm. And you know, I just went out there, figured out how to do it, and did it, you know. Mm-hmm. And I want everybody to follow my lead. I ain't about to be looking at people like, oh, you know, I was the first one to do that, or you copying off of me. I want everybody to do that. I think everybody should have their own website.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's love, bro, and that's what I love to see happening in Detroit, bro. They love to say how it's so hard to come up here, and they like to say Detroit are haters, but all I've been getting is love and game. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, people is really speaking up for Detroit and wanting us to give out the game in a way that's really gonna put your people on. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. That's what it's about, for real.
Niggas ain't really gatekeeping no more, bro.
No, it's nothing to gatekeep, man, because it's like, it's why we got the gates open now, you know?
Yeah,
everybody looking at Detroit, so why leave the gates closed? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's no gatekeeping no more. Everybody that got something going on, tell the next man. If you know you a producer, you know what you're doing, tell the next producer, you know, help each one teach one. You feel me?
I feel you.
That's
bro.
how I feel about it.
And I feel like I shouldn't even have to speak on it, because your sound is so hot right now, and you a fool if you don't know that you listening to it. Yeah. But for the people that don't know, you know, the people that just be mainstream and know the artist, kind of run your resume down so people really understand what they have access to.
My resume, man, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna sound crazy, but my resume start at like 2004. For real, like when American Idol first started popping off. Okay. The first artist that I worked with was the Twins on American Idol. I don't even know if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
So we had a song that hit the radio too.
Word.
Wow. And I was still in high school. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So like I've been since
That's
then.
That's crazy. That's the year I graduated high school.
04?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 06. You know what I'm saying? So I was still in high school. I was in the 10th grade, 11th grade when the first thing I really did with somebody major. Hit the radio, and I'm like, yeah, that's crazy.
That's a dime right there, because I didn't know that you was in the game that early, my baby.
That early,
I ain't gonna lie.
So during that time, how was it for you? You know what I'm saying? When, you know, like you just said, you was in high school. You feel me? You know, you what, 17, 18, you know what I'm
I was
saying?
like 15, 16. for real.
15,
Yeah.
16, you know what I'm saying? You got to bust the grade. So how did you find that time to get that good at that age? Like, you know, what was you motivated by?
To be honest, I wasn't even trying for real. I wasn't even trying to do that for real. Like, I just had a lot of friends that rap, and they needed somebody to make beats. You know,
Right.
they didn't know where to get no
And
beats
you was
from.
the-
It
you
wasn't no
was the
YouTube.
dude.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, who gonna make beats? And then my man came to school with a program called Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops 3.
Everybody
Yeah,
first
Fruity Loops
love.
3.
Fruity
Yeah.
Loops.
He came to school with
Okay.
it on I think he had a floppy disk, man, for real.
Okay.
It probably was a CD. I don't remember. It was either one of the two.
Right,
But we was
right.
using both. You feel
Right.
me? So he came with the program. You know, he probably burned it off LimeWire or something. And he like, here, bro, make some beats for us. I'm like, shit, good looking. I
Right.
took that bitch on, started messing with it on the computer, and taught
Right.
myself how to do it for real. That's
Yeah.
really how that happened.
Dope.
Yeah.
Man, that's dope how it happened organically like that too, bro.
Yeah.
That kind of be them stories where you kind of really find your passion, where you don't force it and it come natural.
Yeah, cause like I said, I didn't even expect that to be what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm like, I like beats, I like music. Just came home and started playing with it. And next thing you know, they like, oh yeah, we got to rap off of that. I'm like, y'all about to rap off of this? Like, yeah.
Was you
So how
rapping
you end
yourself?
up-
My bad.
No,
Chris.
okay, go ahead. So how you end up in high school getting to a position where you even got access to the Twins off the American Idol?
Right.
So like,
that
where
wasn't
you
my plug.
enter-
It wasn't my
Okay.
plug. I gave the beats to my mans, and I don't know how he knew him. He met him, but he made the song, and he had them on the hook, cause they were singers. You know, it was American Idol. They're straight from American Idol, so they was on the hook.
That's dope.
Uh,
That's dope.
And it sounded great. I'm like, dang, this sounds good when you hear somebody on your song, on your beat. You like, damn, they made this. I didn't even think they could do this to this, you know. And it was that, you know. And that's how I started for real. That was my first push to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? At first, I'm like, you know, I'm just playing with it, you know, whatever. But that made me want to keep going and actually pursue it. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, I'm just like, you know, I'm in school, you know.
Right.
What you got for him, Kwame?
That's dope. Oh, you can elaborate what you was gonna say. I was just saying that was dope, man. For real, that's a good story. For sure.
My question is for the youngsters that might be aspiring to get to that point. Once you get that bug, right? A lot of people get that excitement. You discover something that you love.
Yeah.
How do you take that first step to you like, all right, I'm good at this and I want to do this. People fucking with me. I'm getting feedback when I do certain things. You know what I'm saying? How do you get to that point where you like, all right, I want to start figuring out this equipment. I want to start scaling up. This Fruity Loops ain't like I'm outgrowing the training wheels now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to make some sounds that's in my mind I can't get out yet. Like, when did you start having that experience of like, my skills is growing, I need to
Experience.
Yeah.
I would say it was right before that actually happened, because before that I didn't know nothing about music theory, or you know, how to place certain keys with each other and what keys clash and don't clash, and resonance and dissonance and all. I didn't know nothing about none of that. So I low key taught myself that, and I'm like, okay, this key sound good with this key, so I know if I keep everything on that same key, it's gonna be smooth. So that was like the turning point of, okay, now I don't just know how to put drums on top of melodies. I know how to actually make a whole composition that flows. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds good. So now, since I know how to do that, not too many people know how to do that, and then I could just keep learning and keep teaching myself new stuff, and I could just keep expanding and working with different artists. It just made me excited, man. I just was like, you know, this is what I'm here for. You know, it kind of made me feel like that's what I need to be doing, because I taught myself. Ain't nobody teach me how to make beats. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that's the most gratifying, is when you like really achieve it and you figure something out, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I always been one of them cocky niggas that watch a motherfucker do something and I feel like I can do anything.
I was like that
to
too,
an
bro.
obnoxious point, to kind of a point where it's like, nigga, you can't do that.
I was the same way.
If I feel like if I watch you do it for 5 minutes, I could probably do that.
Bro, that's how I did flipping. Like, I used to flip a lot when I was a kid. You know, when I'm kids, I used to flip off of gates and garages and all type of shit, man.
Hell yeah.
And that's because I seen my older cousins and them flipping. I'm like, I could do that too.
Hell yeah.
And just did it.
So I wanted to ask you, did anybody in your family do music? You know, like what is your family history with the music?
Yeah. I got actually my uncle, he had a full studio in his house.
Okay.
And I used to just be interested in it, but I ain't never like put myself in his position, in his shoes, in my mind, like, oh, I could do that too. I was just looking at him like, oh, that's sweet. Unc got all this equipment. He got the mic set up. He got the keyboard.
Right.
He's sweet. You know what I'm saying? He moved to Cali, got a little deal out there.
Okay.
He was the first person in my family that had $1 million that I know about.
Damn,
So I'm like,
okay.
he did all that off
You
of
seen
just
Unc do it.
yeah. I seen Unc do it, so I'm like, let me try it. You know, so yeah.
That's
That was like the only influence really I had in my family that was really doing it that I knew about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, so that was like so like growing up, you know, in the neighborhood, like who did you see? Like did you like what DJs was you like looking up to and like
In the hood?
yeah, like not like just period. You know what I'm saying? It could be
Oh,
industry, hood, whatever. Like who was your go-to DJ? You feel me? Inspired you?
Who inspired me for real? Production wise, like I said, I used to love music when I was a kid. I just didn't know that that's what I was gonna end up doing. But I used to just love buying CDs and singles. I used to buy singles, bro.
Okay.
I used to have $4 or something, and for some reason, I just P Diddy, Puff Daddy, Mace, Biggie Smalls. Like my dad used to play that all the time in the car.
Okay.
So that's what I was like, gravitating towards, like Jay-Z and DMX and all of them. Like so, anything that they dropped,
They
I
was fire.
yeah, I just wanted to hear that. Like so, when Puff Daddy came out with a CD. I had the CD, I had May CD, I had Total, because they was a part of Bad Boy.
Hell yeah.
I just wanted to hear the beats, you know what I'm saying? I was on that.
That's that golden era of
Yeah.
hip hop, that WJLB strong song
Exactly.
shit. You feel me? Like 1996. You feel me? 1998 era.
For real.
You feel me? That shit was
Okay.
the golden era of hip hop, bro. When they was running a nigga Macy in the shiny ass
90s,
denim,
man.
bro.
The late 90s really molded me, because I remember one Easter, my dad bought me an Easter basket, and he put Timberland and Magoo CD in there.
Dog, niggas don't put no
Man,
respect
he
on
did
Magoo,
that,
bro,
man. My
because he
dad
sound
did that.
funny. But it was a time when
He was sweet.
it was something to brag about because you sound different than other niggas.
Man.
Like I do miss hearing the radio. Like no knock to the new niggas. I love the new wave. They hip hop belong to them because they live in a different existence than we
Yeah.
did at that age. You
Nah,
feel
for
me?
real.
So
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
knock the new
Yeah.
niggas. You feel me? I love their energy and how they do shit. You feel me? But
Right.
at the same time, I miss the individuality of turning on the radio and knowing exactly who the fuck
that
you
is.
was listening
Nah,
to
everybody
within
sounds
the
so
first
much,
millisecond.
Everybody
because
sounds
everybody-
so much alike now. It's
Bro.
like it's oversaturated with the same sound now. You can actually preset your Pro Tools to sound like somebody
Niggas
else.
used
That's
to be
crazy.
mad they sounded like another nigga, and it used to be an offense. You feel me? And and I think because everybody likes making and collaborating so much now, it's a cool ass vibe.
Yeah,
But at the same time,
you gotta have your originality,
niggas
man.
don't
You got
have
to.
no competitiveness unless it get to the point where it's just straight beef off wax.
Yeah,
You feel me? And,
Basically,
the sport of hip hop, kind of, I would love to see that back more.
yeah. Back then, like you said, the '90s was that era though, man. Like
It was.
everybody sounded different, bro.
It was, bro.
And I
But
loved all
sounded
that.
like
I love
themself.
I
You know
love
what
the
I'm saying?
fact that we not the product no more though. Like a lot of niggas when they reminisce and don't remember the part of all them motherfuckers singing woes because of them contracts. The music was jamming.
Oh, yeah.
But them niggas was dancing in the empty ass house like when you FaceTime a bitch and you know she ain't got no furniture because it's echoing in the background.
Right.
Them niggas' lives was empty on the inside but look good as fuck on the outside.
Man, we just now seeing all that
These
too,
new
man.
niggas, we hate what they doing, but you be hating, but they going home rich. You
They
feel
rich.
me?
And they ain't gotta even have a deal or nothing, bro.
You
That's
feel
the beauty
me?
of it. You can get rich off of Instagram, bro.
That's why I feel like Detroit really the place that's popping because underground shit is really how we like to operate.
Yeah, for real.
We don't like sharing a bag with no nigga we ain't got to see. You feel me? And I feel like that's why the movie industry, the music industry, and this website you got is so important. It's like, nigga, we the car that's driving the sound of the city, and you just dropped the Hellcat engine in that bitch and wonder why everybody's sounding like us right now. We don't go.
We don't go, man. For real. That's some real shit. That's a real perspective to look at it like too, man. For real.
Everybody,
That's
we
what
the
it is.
last real niggas to tell our story in the city. They've been looking over us. It's like we ain't been influencing the sound from behind the scenes and the culture from behind the
Oh,
scenes.
yeah, we been up, but you know, we had a stigma, bro. Detroit had
Yeah.
a stigma. Everybody was scared to come to Detroit. I remember when I moved to Atlanta in 2006 when I graduated high school. I moved to Atlanta.
Okay.
I stayed down there for about 4 years, and I still had my 313 number. And I know when I ran into a lot of people doing music, they ain't even want to work with me because I had a 313 number, bro.
For
Yeah,
real.
that shit is real though.
No, that's for real.
Wow.
I had to get a 678 number, bro, because I'm like, they not picking up with this 313, bro. They like Detroit, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Traveling used to expand my mind to how niggas really felt about Detroit, and I ain't really understand because I just be here. I'm thinking Motown. You know, I'm proud to be from Detroit, so I don't just hold all the fuck shit on your shoulder. We just survive it and we
Detroit.
go.
We proud. We hold that.
You feel me? I feel like everybody got their problems.
A lot of people careers.
Man, for
a
real.
lot of legends until nowadays and from the 50s to all the way until today.
Man,
a lot
we
of
been
responsible for.
It's something about cold places that make you a little harder too.
Yeah, because you witness more, you endure more, you can endure more. Yeah,
that grind different, man.
I always tell people if you can make it in Detroit, you can make it anywhere in the world.
Make it anywhere.
I don't care where you at, bro. I ain't seen a hood that look worse than hoods I done seen in the city yet.
Right.
Man.
So I wanted to ask you, like you just said, like you was in Atlanta, like how is it when you know what I'm saying, you moving around places and stuff like that? Like, do you like traveling? Like how do that go for you when you on the road DJing and everything like that? Like, is that the life that you like imagined, or is it different?
Nah, it's the same. I mean, okay, so when I moved to Atlanta, that was a different experience altogether because I got to witness firsthand how together they was. And you know, I'm coming from a city where, you know, you would have a hot rapper, he gonna charge you $5,000 for a verse, and you live 2 blocks down from this nigga.
True.
But in Atlanta, you could be a multi-million-dollar rapper, and then you'll work with the dude that just came up and for free.
Right.
So it's like I seen the togetherness down there. So it's just a different environment as far as that go. But everything else is pretty much the same, though. But as far as just the cooperation, but it's starting to change up here now too, though, man. I'm starting to see like East Side rappers working with West Side rappers that I ain't never thought I.
Yeah, man.
You know, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know.
It's the love coming back. We gonna leave it. Was already understood. Ain't got to be spoke on. You feel me? It's just niggas is about the bag, bro. Niggas is about putting themselves on and focusing on the positive, man, and fuck the bullshit, because that's really what we need right now, bro.
It's time for Detroit to come together, and it's time for, you feel me? It's just that time. Every coast doing their thing. West Coast doing their thing. Atlanta doing their thing. New York doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just time for all of it. Everybody to lock in, man, and support, you feel me, leave the other bullshit, you know.
And I noticed that too, though. Like the Midwest is like the most divided coast, bro. Cause you look at the West Coast, they all stick together. The East Coast, they all stick together. Man. The Midwest, we sprinkle in. St. Louis cool one day, then Chicago got it, now Detroit got it. Like, why we all just can't take over, man?
Shout out to the Shot, because they got a lot of, you feel me, they shit divided, you know what I'm saying? So it's you know, it's just a lot of politics, and I feel like if everybody just spread the love, it's enough love to go around, just like it's enough money.
We need to rep our coast, like how down south stay together, how East Coast,
everybody
West
sick.
Coast.
Everybody hot.
I think everybody know we gangster enough, and we don't need to prove that shit no more, man. We need to remind niggas of how player the Midwest is,
talent,
man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ohio players vibe,
talent.
you know what I'm saying? Memphis, Motown, you know what I'm saying? Niggas
Midwest
got
is
some
big,
stories to tell, and East St. Louis, man, we love y'all niggas too, bro. We be moving around, bro. Everywhere I go, bro, my experience, bro, is love. My niggas love Detroit. Niggas
shout out to Wisconsin.
Shout out to them,
man.
Illinois, the whole Illinois, man, because everybody just keep talking about Chicago, but the whole state actually.
The whole state, okay.
Got some nice talent, bro.
Cincinnati, bro.
So when you out,
Cincinnati,
what's the one place? What's the one place you would love to go back to, and you know what I'm saying, do a show? You feel me? Because they love who you are. What's that one place?
Probably say Atlanta, man. I used to live down there, so it's like that's like my second home for real. No lie, man. I just remember being down there. I met a lot of rappers before they started even popping. I met Offset when he was a teenager.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
dang,
you know what I'm saying. I met Jacquees.
Offset and story about Offset, man. Hold up, because he got a legendary list right now.
You know that boy was wild, boy.
So take us through that, man. How did that go? Me and Offset.
Well, man,
and sprinkle a little bit of how that Atlanta scene influenced you too, because that got to be a different club. It's a different club experience. I've been down there. How that had to sprinkle in the sound as you was down there. You brought that back with you.
For sure.
No, I want to touch on that though, because when I came back to Detroit, I was making all Atlanta type beats, and that's around the time when Doughboys Cash Out first started taking off. That's when I came back.
Right. Okay.
So I didn't even understand that sound.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm leaving off of you know, KDZ, Tone.
Facts.
When I
Facts.
come back, now you got
you
Cheddar,
right.
now
You right. You hit. All right.
Yeah, now you got
Yeah.
Team Eastside and you got
Yeah.
Dope Boys. Them the new Rock
That's
Bottom
the
and
new,
Cheddar
yeah,
Boys. You know
type
what I'm saying?
shit, yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't get it, bro. But I started learning it though, and I
Yeah.
You had to get
catching
you.
on.
Yeah.
I had to
That's
get
what
used to
everybody
it.
was doing.
It was just faster. It was basically down south beats, but sped up. That's
Okay.
basically what it was, bro.
Okay.
So that's how I got to catch on quick, and start doing stuff. So then I started working with like the Lodge Boys and all that because they was
the Lives
coming
Boys
up.
was fired. They
Yeah.
still fired. So how did you bump in with Offset?
Oh, okay. So when I moved to Atlanta, my dad had a crib out there in North Atlanta, which is basically from where Migos and all them from. And dude down the street from me, his cousin was best friends with Offset. It still is best friends with Offset. Shout out Rod, shout out Derek, And so that's how I met him. I mean, I remember he used to come to my crib, my dad's house, knocking on the door, talking about he wants some beats, and I used to be looking at him like, bro, you ain't no rapper, you a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know who he was,
Oh yeah.
So his name, they was like, yeah, my cousin Kiari wants some beats. I'm like, who was Kiari? That's Offset. I'm like, I didn't know who he was, but I do remember them niggas was wild. They used to be into stuff they weren't supposed to be into. I remember that.
Basically.
I do remember that, man. I remember one of them tried to sell me a TV, man.
That's funny.
Nah, I don't know it. I don't know where they got the TV from, but they tried to sell me a TV one time. I'm like, man, I ain't buying that, bro.
Yeah, it was hot.
But yeah, they was on that.
Shout out to the North Migos, RP man, Takeoff, man.
RP Take, man.
Great Takeoff, man.
And I never met Takeoff, but I heard he was a good guy, man. So RP Take, man.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna be honest too. During that time, it was a transition to me when you talk about how you left on Totone and KDZ and came back with Doughboy and Cash Out, man. And I was in that age too because the same experience happened to me, bro. I went down to Tuskegee University, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I went down there and he was on that ATL, that sound, and then I came back up here and I'm like, what?
But the ATL
my ears had to like adjust.
Man, it was popping. It was
because even like
so we didn't understand what's going on up here. It's like Detroit had their own little. They didn't even care what was popping down there.
I was gone for a year and it had switched up completely,
crazy.
bro.
For
a few years,
3 years it switched up.
Yeah, bro.
After like before, as soon
I
as
said like
11, 04.
As soon as 08 came, it was over.
Yeah,
like, it was a whole
different game.
Whole nother game.
Man, I came back up here making down south beats. They're like, bro, speed it up. I'm like, why? They're like, man, it's too slow. I can't rap off of it. This is how rappers was talking to me up here.
Hey, man.
I'm like, what?
We murdered my nigga Danny Brown, and he was really a pioneer, bro.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. Shout out Danny Brown.
We gave that nigga the hardest time for being different, bro, because he was just ahead of his time, bro.
Nah, for real.
And it's time for niggas to give that nigga his flowers, bro.
Yeah.
Because he really was out here on some alternative shit, and every little nigga like my kid's generation is like exactly what he birthed into the
he was ahead of his time.
ecosystem. He just never got the blessing of what he gave the universe, you feel me? Because I wasn't ready for it, you feel me? But I was a nigga who was influenced by everything he was influenced, but I was turned off by his aesthetic because I was not outside of Detroit and wasn't well traveled. Ain't know the other shit, because like you said, we was on our shit heavy.
Detroit is like its own island.
Yeah.
Like we ain't getting no influence from nobody.
We don't give a fuck about what nobody else got going on until we leave.
We ain't influenced by nobody, bro.
Yeah.
We don't even want to get saved either. It's our island.
And that's why you breed so many different talents, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, like, you know, like yo, back to yourself, you know what I'm saying? You are a pure talent, you know what I'm saying? So
appreciate that, bro.
When you out making this music for, you know, producing, you know, DJing and everything, like what song and what beat did you make that you like, oh man, this is on a whole nother level. Like this is like the greatest beat that you ever made. Like
ooh,
what
that's a big question right there.
Like, how did you feel at that moment? Like, you know, when you get the reaction from other people and yourself.
You know, it's crazy. It's a beat that I have never sold either, but it was probably the best beat I ever made. I had redid that Ain't Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Old school. Yeah. I redid that song.
Man.
And I did that in 2000. I would say 12 or 13. And when I tell you, I went crazy on the Shaka joint, bro. I was like, bro, this the coldest beat I ever did in my life. And then when I let people hear it, they're like, bro, how you make your drums sound like that? How do you do this? Like that was like, I could play that for y'all right now. Y'all be like, whoa, what the fuck? This came out when?
Right.
Like it's 2023. You could probably make a song to that bitch right now. And I made it in 2000.
Ain't nobody ever rapped on that
13.
bitch.
I probably had somebody rapping on it, but I ain't sell it though. It ain't do nothing for real.
Them be the ones, man. I'm need
It be the ones that it really need somebody who got the vision for it,
fire.
bro.
Man, it was cold though, for real, man.
Man, dog, I'm a vinyl collector, my nigga, so I love me a good a deep cut sample, bro.
Man,
I'm one of them niggas.
But you know what's
bro.
crazy? I didn't even sample it, bro. That's what made people really look at me like, bro, how you do this? I remade the beat,
man.
So I couldn't I wouldn't even have to get it. I didn't have to get it cleared or nothing because it wasn't no sample.
Right.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, you gotta hear it, bro. I play it for y'all. You know, we turn the cameras off and all that.
I
Man.
can't wait.
For sure, bro. I need that. Man,
For sure.
Man, y'all wish y'all was on this side of the camera. Y'all missing out. You feel me? That's exclusive. I gotta hear that.
Yeah, it was
hip hop
dope
in me, bro. That shit so dope. Look, man, we got about 5 more minutes. We gonna get beat back after this break, bro. Hit y'all back up. We back with EJAY, man. We got a lot of new hot shit coming, bro. Thank y'all for coming, bro. Tap in right after the break. Don't go nowhere. We here with Kwamo and EJAY Beatz.
For sure.
Hey, yo, it's the Howling Wolff, and we back, baby. We got EJAY in the house.
Yes, sir.
We got my man Kwamo.
I'm sick Detroit with Jungle Juice, man. Getting it in, man. Chilling, chopping it up. That's
So,
real.
hey, man, so we was talking about your history, and we left off talking about how you got started, and you just dropped it down. You know how you used to work at Chrysler, and that's something part of every Detroit nigga, you feel me? Gotta speak to that plant life and how niggas get it out, because even going back to Barry Gordy, you know, we all got that in us, you feel me? That grind, you feel me?
Shout out to the UAW, man. I'm supporting y'all. I ain't got on red right now, but I usually wear red. That's my favorite color, man. For
Big
real.
support.
But I mean, you know, my mom used to tell me all the time, if you want a good job, you need to work at Chrysler, you need to work at GM Ford. That's Detroit culture, you know what I'm saying?
Big three,
that's the culture, bro.
We bleed it, you feel me? It's a part of us, man. We the engine of the country, we the arsenal of the country. We some hard working ass niggas, you feel me?
Definitely.
That's why we got shit. That's why we really don't like buying into some other nigga financing ideas here. Man. I think that's why we so underground, because niggas will really go work for it and start that shit they self.
You don't need no handouts, bro.
We ain't
that's
never
Detroit.
did.
But yeah, shit. When I started working at Chrysler like in 2013, man, and I just remember filling that app out and getting an interview and all that, man. I was excited, bro, because this is the first time I'm gonna really get some real money, like on some legit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could legit pay all my bills. I ain't got to do nothing crazy.
Yeah,
I could make some money, man. So I was excited, man. But I ain't know what I was in for, bro. And anybody that work at the plant could attest to that.
Oh, it's a different lifestyle.
It's a whole lifestyle. It's a whole city inside the plant, bro. You get whatever you want in there. You see what you don't want to see. I done seen the worst of the worst, man.
I done seen a lot, man.
I done seen a lot. It's like going to war almost, man.
I mean, especially down there on JNAP, it get crazy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out to my JNAP.
I worked in Toledo,
niggas,
actually, man. I used to drive an hour away every day.
I know them too. You feel me? A lot of people thought they was gonna get that transfer. Your whole ass still driving down there. They ain't never gonna send you back up here.
Never, bro. and it ain't that bad in the summer, but in the winter, man, I used to see cars fly off the freeway and ditches and. Man, all type, man. I feel like I went to war, man. Like I said, bro, it was crazy. But yeah, this year I just decided like this is gonna be my last year working there, man, because I want to really put my all into this music, into all the other business ventures I got going on outside of, working the 9 to 5 and all that. So I was like, this is gonna be my last year, and lo and behold, this is a contract year. So they like, oh, we about to do buyouts, and I'm like, oh, y'all about, that was like. I'm already trying to get out of here, and now y'all about to pay me to get out of here? Right. Run it. You feel me? So that's basically what I did. They said buyout, I left.
I ain't gonna lie, I remember the first round of buyouts before shit got bad back in the day, you feel me? When everybody thought that was crazy. Everybody that took the buyout when they was offering it at the right price, you feel me, before they reduced it when you ain't had no choice. Yeah. Was doing all right and made some moves in life, bro. It's just a word of advice. I understand y'all and I support y'all fight over there at the UAW. Somebody got to do it, man, and I hope y'all get what y'all deserve. But the people who tired of waiting on what you deserve, please be encouraged to take that bread and invest in yourself. Whoever you is that need to hear it, you a dope ass nigga at whatever the fuck you doing. Believe in yourself and go do it, nigga.
But the bad thing about that is, when is the next buyout gonna come, bro? Because they promised us a second buyout, and I ain't seen it yet, man. My buyout wasn't even that much, man. But I took what I could and got out of there, bro.
Sometimes the freedom is worth more than
It
the
is.
dollars, my baby.
And I got 2 kids, bro. I need to be in their life, bro. Way more than I need to be at Chrysler, bro.
That's what I'm
It
speaking to,
definitely take
because
time
that
away
plant
from the
life
family,
different,
for
fam.
sure.
Cause them niggas I know be working hard as fuck and happy for retirement because they finally get to start enjoying the life that they've been providing for everybody else. And they don't get to see their kids, so they just spoil their grandkids.
And now you 60 something.
You feel
you
me?
really can't move around how
Yeah,
you
you can't
could
even
when you
move
30s,
around.
20s and all that, man. You need to get out of there when you
Yeah.
can, bro.
You feel me?
That's
Or
how I
you
look
gonna
at it.
end up a freak ass
for the
nigga.
job ain't working because your back really fucked up.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
Man,
Hands,
man.
knees, shoulders, hips gone.
I done seen people come in there looking like they was 20, leave out of there looking like they was 100.
You feel me?
Damn, what happened? You hunchback, leg all crooked.
That's
Man,
why I
what
respect
happened?
the man over there grinding like that. The man and the women over there grinding, bro, because it's not an easy life. So they deserve fair compensation
more
for it. You
money.
feel me?
more better.
They deserve everything they want,
benefits.
man.
But you ain't
For real.
gonna keep. You ain't never, these dirty ass niggas ain't never gonna give y'all what y'all deserve because you gotta ask for it, bro. So please go start some shit and do it yourself because Detroit is popping and it's
You gotta
our
have a
time
job,
more than
man,
ever
so
right now.
Get
my
free,
nigga.
man. This
sure.
been the move since, like you said, Barry Gordy, man.
Yeah.
Since he was working at Ford and he
That's
started
why they started
Motown.
selling dope because the motherfucking Chrysler and Ford went down on niggas, and niggas started selling heroin and all that. That's when crime really went up in
Man.
Detroit during the 50s. You feel me?
See, and that makes
Shit
sense when
was
you think
fucked
about
up.
it, bro.
Yeah, man.
It makes sense, bro.
For real, they wasn't getting paid shit. You know what I'm saying? Contracts got fucked up, and niggas had to go home and then figure it out, and that's what it came up to. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
And,
for real, man. You ain't
you was either
ain't
singing
lying.
or you was doing some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
Shout
was
out
Detroit,
to the
man.
people that did, you know what I'm saying, make it out and everything, for sure.
Definitely.
Hey, man. I appreciate you coming by and dropping that game on us, bro.
Oh, yeah,
I
for
wanted
sure.
to speak to a few questions, man. Being that we ending the show, bro, it's an honor for every guest to kind of give this perspective on these questions. We share a little bit about your cultural influence and shit coming up in the city. What kind of contributed to your sound, man? And growing up here with a different sound, you kind of step out around that age of 13 or 14 and get your first album, bro. And that first album set you on your path of deciding music. What was that shit that you was like, fuck what my daddy say, fuck what my mama say, I don't care who do this, if I gotta cut lines to get this CD, this album, this tape, I gotta have it. Who was that first artist, bro?
Man, Puff Daddy and the Family, bro.
Puff
That was-
Daddy and
that
the
was-
Family.
that was
That's an
my
iconic
one.
moment in hip hop, bro.
And I had the singles too.
It's a
I had the
solid
singles
one.
before the album even dropped. I had the Been Around the World single. I had the All About the Benjamin single. And I'm like, man, I need the whole project, man. And I don't care if it say parental advisory. I'm gonna get it when my mama not looking for real. Like she ain't gonna know. I'm gonna just slide up the
Them
target.
stickers meant something back then,
Yeah,
bro.
it did,
It was
bro.
a whole
Yeah.
different. People don't understand with how easy it is access to music. When you had to go in the store, you had to have somebody
You had to
buy
have an
that
older person
for
to
you.
get you.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Then you had to get it. You knew it was hot, and you had to hide it from your
Man,
parents.
you know what I did though?
What'd you do?
I found the youngest cashier I could find.
Yeah, the cool
They
looking
ain't-
nigga.
They ain't even care. They like, oh yeah, this bitch hard. I got it at the crib. Yeah,
Mhm.
like yeah.
That's what's up,
Yeah.
man. Fun, cool thing I remember seeing in an interview. Dr. Dre said one of his favorite beats of all time was that beat off of P Diddy and the Family with Biggie and all of them. It's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
He said that was one of the
Benjamins.
coldest beats in hip hop
The
he ever
instrument,
heard.
the beat was
not
definitely
made by
cold.
And it
So,
switched up too. When Biggie part came on.
Man, you feel me?
Man,
That
Puff
was
Daddy
one of
and the Hitman, Stevie J, all of them, man, y'all
Yeah,
influenced me a
yeah,
lot, bro. Cause
okay.
I was listening to all them beats.
That's what's
It was a
up.
dope time in music, bro. I remember what is that about the can you you remember how dope soundtracks was at the time?
Oh yeah,
When Puff Daddy
Yeah.
was like on soundtracks when like a movie would come out
Godzilla.
and before you saw the
Yeah.
He was on
movie.
Godzilla.
Man, come on, bro.
Yeah,
Like that was an era.
yeah,
Like when
Man.
niggas was out there buying albums to movies and shit.
man, for real. I remember that.
Definitely was.
I had
Man.
Space Jam soundtrack. I thought that was hard.
Yeah.
I remember
the
Bugs
Space
Bunny
Jam,
had a song
yeah.
on there, but Jay-Z wrote the whole song. So it was really Jay-Z rapping for real. It was Bugs Bunny voice.
What was that movie with Jet Li and Aaliyah had the dope ass soundtrack?
Oh,
That Romeo Must Die.
yeah, Romeo
Yeah,
Must Die.
nigga, that
When
was a
DMX
dope
was all
ass
through that.
one.
Yeah.
DMX movies had the dope ass soundtracks
One
at
of
the
my
time
favorite actors,
too.
man. DMX, man. That boy can act, man. For real.
No, because
R.I.P.
he act like that
DMX.
in real life.
For
That's
real.
what
They
make it
gave
so
him
That nigga
crazy.
wasn't acting.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was him. That was him. That was him.
That really was, bro. I had the blessing of meeting him.
Oh, you met him? You met X?
Like in bumping, like I was nobody at the time. Like I was just at a family reunion, and he was at a Rough Riders picnic on Belle Isle, bro. And the Rough Riders was out there, and I just knew the Rough Riders always in Detroit. But I was joking, like, what if DMX was here? But the nigga was here.
Right.
I didn't know how plugged he was in Detroit. He like hugged us, gave us a drink and shit, and it was just like I was like, bro, I performed that cast to get in because my grades wasn't good enough by doing the DMX prayer for the drama lady
That's
to get
hard.
a chance to get in the cast, bro. I was like, love DMX, bro. That was crazy, that kind of stuff. Like I never knew how plugged he was in Detroit.
DMX had it on Smash.
Yeah,
When he dropped them 2 hours in '98, man. Back
for
to
sure.
back.
Man, that was a dope era for hip hop.
Yeah, man.
But my second question, bro, that's a lit answer, is your hood hero, bro. We give them capes here, bro. It's one nigga that deserve his flowers about his swag, one untold story. And it could be anything, bro. It could be a nigga that did something positive, or it just could be an amazing nigga, a funny nigga, somebody who gave you a little drip, a little style, somebody that nobody outside the hood would ever know but was an amazing nigga.
Okay, you say outside the hood. I grew up in Coney Gardens, man. 7 Mile and Ryan, between Ryan and Coney.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
You know, Persian was walking distance from me.
Yes, sir.
That's where I grew up at. I spent most of my childhood on Norwood, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the biggest influence I seen was Jay Dilla, man. He a producer too. So that made it even, because he was a man.
Jay Dilla?
I didn't know him, man. I was a kid, bro. He was
Yeah.
a grown up, man. I used to see him and Busta Rhymes and Common riding down the street, man. I used to be seeing him like all the time, bro. My boy Steve used to stay around the corner from me, man. He knew him.
That was like that Soulquarian era.
Yeah. I used to just hear all the beats. I used to go to Steve's crib. He used to stay like a couple houses down. And I used to hear that. That's what I used to
You
hear.
like hearing while they was making music and
Yeah.
like
That's
experience.
crazy.
And I'd be
Man,
seeing
that
like
shit
different
dope.
rappers just riding around the hood. Like, bro, that's dog that was on TV. He was on BT. He was on the box. Like, I knew it. I seen it.
That's a
Right.
dope ass. That's a dope ass experience as a
Yeah.
kid, like seeing it. Do you think the perspective of the proximity of greatness that you admired gave you a little bit more courage to say like this is some shit I can achieve for myself because they were closer, or do you think it was just something where you was just awestruck? It didn't matter.
Yeah, I didn't even look. I still looked at things like, okay, I'm from the hood. The chance of me getting out of the hood for real, I just don't see it, man. I mean, we seen it, but I just didn't see it, bro. I just had to motivate myself to do that for real. Like, yeah, seeing Jay Dilla and all that was cool, but I ain't think that could happen for me. I'm thinking
Right.
that's like a movie, you know what I'm saying?
So like even though you seeing it, you're not internalizing it. You just like this
I
shit
did.
dope. You feel me?
Yeah, I didn't really think that that's how that worked, man. And like now, it just trumps everything that I used to think when I was a kid. Because I used to think, you know, it wasn't that many black millionaires, and you know, you got to be special, you got to get picked out, man. But now I'm seeing so many black millionaires every day, man. It's just inspiring. Now it's like, okay, I was thinking wrong back then, but I'm thinking right now. You know what I'm saying? So now I could really tell somebody like, man, anybody could do this. I done seen people get rich off of just posting on Instagram, bro. That's crazy. People making 50 racks a month off of Instagram posts, bro.
You really can make your own lane, bro. And that's why, like, when I seen it, I got so charged up. And I might have been late to the game, man. I might have seen it at the re-release, bro. But when I seen this, I was like, this is so dope for anybody who really want the game, want credibility, and want to sound by a talented person. Giving them access to somebody and being able to work with a producer like you is love for the city that really, to all the niggas that believe in themselves. And this is the best time, like you said, like it's millionaires every day, nigga.
Every
It's
day.
really about your dollar. It's so many resources, nigga. Stop making excuses, bro. You a talented
You got to put
nigga,
that
bro.
leg
Do
work
it,
in.
bro.
The work ain't never changed, bro. It's just
Definitely.
it's a different type of work. That's
Definitely.
it. But the amount of work you got to put in ain't never changed, bro.
The grind is definitely important to have it, especially where we come from. You know what I'm saying? You don't never, where we come from, you always got a hard, you got to have a hard grind. You got to, you know what I'm saying, poke your chest out, because it's hard coming from where we come from. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Industry, sports, You know how I'm saying politics. I don't know. We just got that. I don't know what it is. You feel me? We just come from one of them places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like I said before, man. If you could do it here, you could do it anywhere, bro. You could take what you learned in Detroit, expand, man. Go to Houston, go to Atlanta, go to Cali, go to New York.
Travel.
Expand, man. Cause right now it's wide open, bro. And everybody looking at Detroit. We under a scope right now. So if you from here, all you gotta do is say you from here. You gonna get plugged wherever you go. I done been everywhere and said I'm from the city, and I get embraced. So I think that could happen with anybody for real.
Man, that's dope, bro, man. I just feel like, dog, this shit is our time. And I feel like you taking advantage of it in such a great way, man. I just wanted to highlight that for the people in the city to see, man.
Definitely
I really admire what you're doing. I admire the game you're giving the people, bro. And I appreciate you coming by, man, and giving us some time, bro. We made a whole episode, added one on the season, bro, and ending on an odd number, bro, just to have a real nigga in the room. We appreciate you, my dog.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely, bro. I appreciate being here, man, for real.
For sure, man. So go ahead, drop the socials. Let us know about the new projects coming out, man, because you just dropped a banger last night and sent it over to me, man, that you just did with Sada Baby, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Let them know about that heat that just came through, bro.
Yep, so Sada just dropped a four-track mixtape called Gangsta on YouTube. It's only on YouTube right now. I don't know what else they're going to do with it, but yeah, I got one of the tracks on there. And every track on there is a drill track, so that's something different that we hear from Sada Baby. I made a drill beat. I actually sampled Notorious Thug.
I was about to say, man, you came through with that Midwest Bone Thugs, like that East Coast connection, and then we fucking with the Chicago style and the Detroit nigga. That connection, that Midwest shit was dope. The way you flipped it on his head.
Sure. Yeah, definitely, man. I just tried to do something different. I
like that.
I ain't even make it particularly for him either, man. I just made it and put it out there. And he was a biter, man. He bit. He was like, "Hey, I like it, man." So
what's that turnaround in that experience working with Sada like, bro? Because he brings so much different kind of creative energy to the tracks. What is it like trying to anticipate what an artist like that want from the beat, or do you just send a catalog and let him fill it out?
I think that's how he do most of his work, man. But I actually was working with his engineer, Big Chris at Get Fresh Studio. Shout out Big Chris.
Okay.
So I was working with him, and I just seen him a whole pack of beats. And Sada Baby had a session with him, and he just started playing the beats that I sent him. And then he called me like, "Yeah, Sada like this one, man. Can we run it?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, for sure. Get him on there." And Chris was like, "Yeah." He just went in there and started rapping. He don't write nothing. He don't do none of that. And I seen it again because I was working with him again. We have another song coming out where I sampled High, the Juvenile High.
Yeah.
Sampled that. Okay. Me and Hen, shout out Hen. And he was asleep the whole time we was making the beat. And he woke up, got in the booth. One take, him and Jungle. Shout out Jungle.
Shout out Jungle.
That's dope, man. So before you get up out of here, man, leave us with one gem you could tell any developing producer how to move. One thing that'll really like set them apart and get them in the game and actually help them get traction on how to conduct themselves out here.
What I would say to set yourself apart is to make yourself available, man. Like a lot of people are introverts when it comes to music, man, and that's how I was. That's how I started, you know. And I feel like I could have went a lot farther if I would have, you know, networked more. Like, do something that's going to make people gravitate towards you. And that could be anything. I ain't saying do something silly or something stupid. Just, you know, do something to set yourself apart. Come out with a clothing brand. You know, put certain things in your beats, like a tag, a creative tag that'll make it stand out. When you're on Instagram, throw a little, you know, logo or something on there that stands out. You know, market yourself as a brand instead of just trying to sell beats. That's what I'm doing right now. So that's my advice. Market yourself, you know, because I could be like, yeah, I'm EJAY Beatz, and people know who I am before they even know anything that they heard is mine. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good feeling.
I completely agree, bro. That's some of the best game I ever been given too, man. OG told me to move as if you are a corporation.
Definitely, you're a business, man. Your
Even
name
if
is a
you're
business
an
name.
employee.
Yeah.
Think about your relationship. If they was a company, would they do this for you?
Why,
if you a
what makes you an
company,
asset?
why would you do that much for
What
them?
makes you an asset, man? It's the same thing, man. With artists, man, they want to know why they buying the EJAY beat. They don't want to just buy EJAY beat.
Table, you know what I'm saying?
What makes the EJAY beat special? You know what I'm saying? Is it the tag? Is it him? Is it the drums. You gotta do something to make yourself an asset, bro. And that's what artists and producers need to focus on, making themselves, unique in that aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. I don't think it get too better than that, man.
Right.
Y'all know what to do. Y'all got the gems, man. I'm so blessed for my man. I'm so sick Detroit getting in on the interview, man.
Bro.
Shout out to the media platform. Shout out to Jungle Juice for hosting. Y'all already know where the platform we go up over here, man. And stay tuned, dog. This was a bonus episode. This is not the finale. The finale, we got something even better planned, bro. This Saturday,
Stay tuned.
we going up.
Stay tuned.
Jam-packed, you know what I'm saying? The Hot Kitty Kush coming and dropping a song. We got the lit J-Mo, YBI J-Mo coming through. We got a brand new podcast we going to debut, man. We got the Smoking with the Smoke Something podcast coming through, showing love, you feel me? We got hella comedians. Shout out to my nigga Side Guy Nick, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And we got the House of Dreams providing us with the environment. And they gonna come over and talk about their brand new radio station over there they got, bro. We got so many people coming through showing love, bro. Stay tapped in. Thanks for coming. It's the Howling Wolff podcast.
Yeah, man, we gonna leave it, man.
Oh, yeah.
We out.